Oh my gosh, you guys did emotes. Hello. I'm back. I can see you now. What are you doing? What are you doing? Ah. The Nami was grumpy because you were too tired to go to my panel. Oh, I'm so sorry. Having it at the end of the day, everyone was pretty cooked. So that was a bit sad. But oh, sleepily watching the stream for the hotel. Thank you so much. That's really nice. Yes, Liam, it wasn't your fault. Talk, talk, talk. G-Funk, I do like this stuff. I do. I do. Senny, I appreciate the creepy little dudes walking across. They're great. G-Funk, the ghosts, big fan. Be friendly. I feel like you could write instructions more than listen to instructions, so I'm going to leave that up to you, miss. Oh, Liam, your custom emotes. I haven't seen them in so long. In so long. You also like things. Yay! I should stop just catching up on chat. Do you guys want to do painting with me? Or like whatever the hell you want to do, but I'll do painting and I can be adjacent to you because that sounds really fun. Let's do that. Okay, let me see if I can change screens. Boom! This is my thing. I'm going to change lighting on you. Apologies. Yeah, let's stick with brighter because the dimmer... Oh, it keeps dimming itself. Whatever. Let's just try and bring the bright. That's a bit better. This is my glass palette because my normal stuff is all at my other studio. Yes. So this is basically a sheet of tempered glass that used to be a shelf. Tempered glass is the best because I feel like I won't injure myself if I accidentally smash it, as I have once. Ree, you have not been roasted. You have been lovingly complimented in a nice way. Let's say that. That'll track, right? That'll track, right? Yeah. Jess, come watch me live stream. You just texted me. I'm telling it to the universe. All right. Gonna ignore that. What am I doing now? All right, so color cards. Who here has jumped over to YouTube's and seen my... Oh, yeah, I just realized there's no face of me on this. Why is my face not here? Yeah? Nope. Delete that. Let's find my face. Can you still hear me? Yes, good. Yes, good, you can. Good, 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 good. Delete that. Let's just add a new camera. Video. Yeah, that one. Boop. That one. Oh, hi. Hi, giant face. That's better. Little face. Less scary. You can see YouTube Live, but not the chat for some reason. Why no chat? I can see you on the chat. Hi. Do you have chat popped out? Is it weird? Heart. Hooray. All right, now I can pop out the YouTube chat and have it next to the Twitchy chat, and now I can see all of you. Hooray. I can be heard and I am live. Hooray. I am incredibly bright on Facecam because I have turned off my room light and I have just my studio light because the room light made everything look brown. And as fun as brown is, thank you G-Funk for confirming on YouTube, and thank you Senny, I'm sorry YouTube is slow. I'm sorry, but YouTube does the long form content, which hopefully I can get monetized, and that means I can have all my long videos happily viewable and keepable, and my Twitch can just be for the in the now times, which is always the plan. I like both, but again, Twitch is mostly friends. So yes, I apologize if I'm eyeliner with a mouth tonight. I am very bright on Facecam. That is just what it is going to have to be, because I tried messing with it earlier and I can only make it worse, not better. So tonight is proof of concept, and then we can go forward in future and I can actually make overlays work. Ooh, are you? Well, good thing you haven't yet, Senny. Okay, so color cube. Does anyone here know what the color cube is? It's this thing over here. It's the box with the squares on, or at least that's the old one. So long story short, Sarah Renee Clark makes a whole bunch. She's an Aussie YouTuber. She lives in Melbourne. Melbourne's the best. And she lives in another part of Melbourne. I've gotten to know her through YouTube people. Absolutely amazing font of knowledge. I've learned so much. I got to be a little gremlin in the background of one of her videos, which was the... Do I have ability to share my screen anymore? Let's see if I do. Maybe. Yes, I do. Ha! Ha. Wait for the best stop background with the nipple showing to go away. All right, let's give that a second. One sec. Boop. And then I'm going to put YouTube over there. And I'm going to mute it. Boop. Clacky. There she is. Okay, now I can do that. Do that. Aha! So, this is Sarah Renee Clark. Again, friend I made through YouTube world and all that sort of thing. Super, super lovely lady, incredibly huge font of knowledge, really, really giving and generous with her time. And yeah, I got to be a little gremlin in one of her videos. She's also friends with my friend Kat. That's Kat. She's one of my art friends who turned into a mum friend, but she's also just an everything friend, and I love her. So Kat, mwah, in case you ever watch this. But yeah, so she does all sorts of videos. She originally started with like coloring book content and made coloring book. So that sort of stuff. But then she's expanded to sort of all different art supplies. We haven't got her oil painting yet, but don't worry. This subtle background peer pressure is happening in a very friendly way. She has mentioned in at least 2 live streams and to me in person that she would like to learn oil painting. It just falls into that when I have the time category, which if you've ever watched Sarah Renee Clark's videos, the woman bends time in some magical, mysterious way and somehow manages to fit 3 days in every one day. And I don't know how she does it, but I would love to learn that. That'd be great. Where is the video I'm looking for? This one. See the resiny one? The resiny one? I'm pointing to the screen like you can see my head, but you can't. This one, she flooded the Mona Lisa with resin. This is Sarah Renee Clark has never resined before, and she decided to try and do the most ambitious resin project ever. This is going to play without sound now, which is fine. I should put my head up, shouldn't I? Where's my head gone? There. Whee! Hi. Now you can see me. I'll just be small. Where? There I am. Cool. Yeah, so most ambitious resin project frickin' ever. And when she was talking about doing it, she had to do it in a rush because it was a collaboration with Evan and Caitlin, which I don't know if anyone watches them on YouTube, but they're really insane, cool resin / workshop / like gamer / make stuff artists, people, maker people. And yeah, so they're people I've watched for forever. And then Sarah mentioned in chat that she was doing this collaboration. She had to do it really quick. And I'm like, do you know next door to my studio is a resin workshop that teaches resin and knows how to do resin and has a workshop that you could use as a space with like all the safety stuff and all the equipment? That might be convenient. And turns out it was. And I got to be the gremlin in the background and watch the setup. And like, her videos are so well filmed and so well edited. I'm like, oh yeah, there'll be like a team. I'll just sit in the back and stuff. No, it's Sarah and one other dude who's amazing, by the way. Shout out to Will. You're great. And just, they know their equipment. They know how to work together. They've got such a rhythm. So I just sat in the background and was like, heh. There is one tiny part in the video where I call her out because she forgets steps. So my voice is in it for like 1 second because I had to go, Sarah, you broke it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But it's fine. We fixed it. It's fine. Turns out Scott has a vacuum chamber which can take out the bubbles if you accidentally make bubbles. G-Funky made a resin paperweight. Ah! Oh, that's really cool. Well, one of the first things she does in this video, spoiler alert, is she makes a paperweight with pencil shavings in it from colored pencils, and they look so cool. Like, if I had a spare moment for a random project, I would totally make another one because it's pretty rad. And then she puts M&Ms in another thing. And anyway, put that on your future to watch list. It's really fun. And then she has like the membership thing. And look, there's my face. Because I was in the behind the scenes video. Haha. So that was fun. As well, I think my toddler had a cold, so I wore a mask the whole time just so I didn't get Sarah sick. I can't remember, or maybe it's because of resin. Well, can't remember, but I'm not wearing the like resin proper mask. I'm just wearing a normal face one. So I think it was toddler cold issue. But either way, that was cool. So yeah, she does the memberships thing on YouTube. And then she also like sells products and stuff. And now I'm getting all the way back to Color Cube, which, yeah, I have one of her Color Cubes. She did provide it to me as a gift, so thank you. And I have been doing some random videos where I've been playing with some of her stuff. So like there's one there where I try her coloring book with oil paints, because of course I have to oil paint for everything. And then, what was the other thing? This is my latest video. I was part of a little collab with a bunch of other YouTube artists, and that was really fun. So we're all doing a Pantone challenge where you have to take 2 Pantone colors, one that you're given and one that you pick yourself, and make custom art. And that was really, really fun. So that's the most latest thing I've done. She's why I know what paper to buy for my PDF coloring pages. Oh, Lil, I'm so glad. Because yes, that is a thing. Paper quality can be great or it can be horrid. And it makes a big difference if you want to layer your color pencils. Are you a big color pencil artist? Do you do that a lot? I know you do drawing, but like, yeah. Stuff. Oh, thank you, Sandy. You watched it. Yay. Oh, thank you, G-Funk. You watched that too. Yay. Thank you. I was really proud of that video. It was fun. Despite the fact at the end you get the spoiler alert that I lost all the audio for all of my talking thing, and then I had to refilm it entirely. Oh, you use pencils and markers. That's cool. Well, that's what Kat, who I mentioned before, Kat Art Illustration, she's my friend who's a marker witch. She's absolutely amazing. Yeah, coloring in more than freeform. Oh, I thought you did freeform more than coloring in. Okay, I had it backwards in my head. But still, both are good. Both are good. I enjoy coloring in. I'm just bad at committing to a whole page, because I sort of get the need out of my system before I finish a whole page, and then I tend to abandon. But I come back. I have a little video there as well where Kat and I went, well, she dragged me out into the forest to do plein air painting, and I hope to drag her out in the forest soon because I want to do it again. It was so much fun. So that's one of Kat's videos. What was the other thing I was looking for? I was looking for the color cube thing. Let me go, just normal videos. Boop. So I've done one video, this one, custom color cube, where, so the color cube, it is, I think it's like 7 or 8 years old or something. It is a bunch of these cards that come in a cube. Each card has an image and then a palette, which you can use to create custom art. On the back, all the colors are given names, and there's a value scale of them from dark to light, which is super helpful. It also has hex codes, so digital artists can just easily get all the colors exactly perfectly, which is amazing. And I love that. She had a PDF version of this as well, if people just wanted to download a PDF version. Some people have made like custom folders to put them all in rather than having them in the box. I just dropped them all on the floor, but you know what I mean. This is a box. Yeah, this is pretty much how the box comes as standard. You can see that they're sort of inset a little bit. So yeah, pretty cool product. I started doing this one video where I customized the color cube because I found there were a whole bunch of pictures that just, they did nothing for me. There were some that absolutely amazing and that I love playing with, but like there's a balloon on a chair. That's not really that fun. And then here, Future Liz, go Future Liz. There you go. Yeah, I primed them with clear gesso, and then I painted my own things on. So I know I'm spoiling the video, but if you want to watch it later, I would thoroughly appreciate it. But you can see that I'm doing my own custom pictures on instead. So that's what I want to do here tonight. Yeah. Although going back and forth between different pages in a coloring book is probably a smart idea. See, that's what I do with oil painting naturally. I normally have like 4 or 5 projects on a go, and then I go around and around. Anyway, so let me just turn off that screen. Woo. Boof. There we go. Let's come back over here. I'm really annoyed how dark this looks, but here are 3 cards that I prepared earlier with pictures that are great for people who love coffee, but they don't do a lot for me. If I'm honest. I'm just going to rearrange a little bit. Woo. And I think I need a skinnier book. One sec. If I were a skinnier book. How many tripods do you think I own? And none of them are at home. Boop. Can I brighten the screen in any way on here? Boop. No. Short answer, no. Rude. Can I brighten the screen on here? Oh. No. I'm finding a whole bunch of invisible layers that I didn't know were there. Oh, yep, that's there. Cool. Can I brighten the screen on here? I can add really terrible effects. Woo. Oh, that's helpful. Yep, totally helpful. Okay, this one legit would be fun for you guys not knowing the colors I use until the end. Yes! Hi! How you doing? What's not enough ink? No. Not enough this time? I'm finding terrible, terrible filters in Meld. None of these are helpful. Oh, that's weird. Okay, no. 3D! Yeah, no. Alright, none of them. Why don't you have just like a brightness? I just want to like a simple adjust, but no. Where? So for the record, I'm using Meld, and Jazz, I'm meant to be body doubling help for you. Do your assessments while I do this? Yes, good. Good idea. Yes, good. Do I have settings in there? Oh, Jess, you missed my first screen. This is the situation here at the moment. So fun. They're all broken. All right. There must be a way. All right. I'm going to unplug this. Boop. And see if I can change a mode on here. Boom, 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 boom. Because this is like the proper legit camera. So surely there is a way for it to be right. Do you think this is a red shirt? Do you think this is a red shirt that I was just wearing anyway? Someone should message the cool people in Perth. And I find it hilarious. I was just wearing it today anyway because it's comfy. This is on my roster of comfy t-shirts. Faux show. Oh, okay. I can use program auto. Let's try that. Mm-hmm. Boop. Yes. You're not doing anything. All right, turn that off. Pressing that button. Yes. Menu. Do the thing. Liz struggles with technology. The live stream. Boom. You gonna be a friend? Maybe. Maybe not. Let's try re-adding the thing. Do 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 do. Hooray. That one. Okay. Now, will you let me aha! Now I can brighten you. Yes, that's so much better. Liz is happy. I don't think it'll let me change the temperature. I should just settle. But I'm just gonna check. Do 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 do. Auto white balance. No, I would like to custom white balance. Thank you. Daylight. That seems good. My studio light is called a daylight light after all. Doot. Hooray! Is that better? That seems overblown. Liz, settle? Yeah, I know. Is it possible? No idea. Whee! Boop. Oh, now you can see my face again. Ah! Moved the wrong thing. Alright. Hooray. I need to wiggle you guys. Nope, wrong way. I need to wiggle you that way. Also, I would like it to note that my face cam has to wear a hat so that you guys don't get this amazing sunshine effect of my studio light, and the hat is literally one of my business cards. So you look very cute in that camera wearing your little hat. Very cute. Oh, your hat needs to move. That's better. Yay. Okay. I think I'm actually ready to do paint. Now, how do I do a poll again? Because let's do a poll. Which one should I do? Should I do coffee 1, succulents, coffee darker? Keeping in mind, the palette here will denote what colors I use when I'm painting. I will give you power. Use your power. Can I create a poll? I thought I could. Or is that a YouTube thing? Make a poll. I don't remember how to do anything. Wah. Sorry also for the lack of music. The little hat does bring joy. I'm so glad. I'm so glad, Grey Mouse. Thank you for joining us. type poll. You can type things. I did. Open a setup menu to create a poll. Where did the setup menu go? I'll give you more screen. Ah! Which card should I paint on? Weak coffee. Number 1. Succulents. I know how to spell succulents. Stronger coffee, I assume. Alright. I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes. Poll. Stygia, I'm glad you also like Little Hat. Maybe that'll be what I'll take a photo of later to randomly post on Instagram stories and just be all like, you guys, if you know, you know. Let's do it. While I'm waiting for you to fill out poll. If you know, you know. Ah! Oh, I'm still set to hardcore raw pro mode. Okay, let's turn that off. I don't need a like half a gig photo of Little Hat. As much as you guys are awesome, I don't know if you need that many pixels. Pixels! Alright, cool. That'll help enjoy. Okay, so we've got all our screens here. You came to the PAX Art Fights, both of them? You're amazing. Thank you so much for coming. We had so much fun this year, even though we were all so tired. Like, so tired. Ooh, okay, I'm going to start painting once we figure out which one's which, or whilst the poll is going, should I do my distraction? Okay, we'll do our distraction. Let me find my distraction, which is the amazing Snap Happy Ian took really cute photos of all of the artists that stream. He is an amazing cosplay photographer who's just super rad and too lovely, and I've known him for forever. Originally he did cosplay photos with my little sister, and yeah, now he shoots at most of the pop culture conventions, so like your Supernovas and your Armageddons and your Oz Comic Cons, but he's been a PAX regular for forever. And this year he wasn't going to come, and then last minute he's like, I need to come to PAX. I can't not come, because he's from Perth, so other side of Australia. So that was really, really lovely that he came on down. I'm just finding the photos. Boop. Boop. These are all the things that like a proper streamer would prepare, right? Who does preparation? Where am I? Boop. There. There's the link. There. Haha. So yeah, Snap Happy Ian, totally awesome. And I just need these ones. And excuse me, I've just got to take out all the photos of my daughter because there's a whole bunch of my daughter in here. Because he also took photos of my daughter dressed as Ghost Spider because she's adorable. And they're the cutest freaking photos I've ever had. But we don't share toddler photos on the internet, so yeah. Oh, no worries, G-Funk. That's fair. I've started very late. That is my fault. But feel free to check in and see what I paint later. So your vote will have made a difference. Democracy. Here we are. Boop. Save that there. Boop. Oh, the way everything has to be a bloody zip file. Extract. Thank you. All right, now I can show you. Ha 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 ha. What'd I do? Where did I put my screen before? Was it that one? Boop. No, I think I just deleted the layer. There we go. Hey. Or do I have two of this layer now? No, I don't. Good. So, let's just make that hidey hide. Oh no, that's my head. Head, come back. Hidey hide that. Hooray! This is all of us. Oh, it went on the wrong screen. Go over there. This is those artists that stream. How pro do we look? I'm so jazzed. I'm so jazzed. It's so cool. Where's my things? Whoop. Nope, not that. Yep, that. But that one. This is Snap Happy Ian. So this is the sort of cool cosplay shiz he normally does. Because he's amazing. And yeah, like I think I've gotten in front of his camera like once or twice, but most of the time it's like me asking, hey Ian, can you take cool reference photos for me for paintings? So if anyone remembers my first solo exhibition back in 2018, he took reference photos for that. Well, Ree, you should have just come to PAX socially. No, I know you had work, but Ree, you could come back next year. You could. You're on the roster. We should get some cute headshots for you. But I'm so glad we got these done, because now we have marketing material for future events, which was kind of the point. Oh, 2 votes for each of those 2 cards. Guys. We couldn't get one consensus. Fine, make me make my own decisions. One of the cards has been cut, at least, so that's helpful. All right, but yeah, no, photos. So we got the group shot, then we got the group battle shot. I love it so much. Snap Happy Ian, you are so amazing. So this is the battle shot with our beautiful trophy that Liam Draws made. So everyone, big claps for Liam Draws. Big laps. Benny! Hi, Benny! Hi, Ronan! You get special shout outs. Hello! I hope you're having a very good day. I love you too, Benny and Ronan. And yes, Inkmo's here too. Inkmo is... where? There she is. That's her. That's so fun. Oh, Chuck, you're here. Hi! Chuck, I broke all my live stuff, so ignore me if it's really dodgy looking today. But in theory, I've got it slightly functioning, but yeah, I definitely broke all of my overlays. So, work to do. This is our group photos from PAX, where we were doing the live events at the gaming convention. This is my amazing crew of artists. You probably recognize Kat. I know, the trophy is so cool, isn't it? And then, guess who won it? Liam won it. And it was so deserved, because Liam did like so much work. This is Liam Draws, everyone. Oh, I should be able to do mentions, can't I? How do I do mentions? Ooh. I don't remember how to do anything. Mods, help me. Oh, Jazza was at PAX. He made like a giant cosplay thing, behemoth. I've just tagged Liam Draws instead. What are you doing, Inkmo? I don't know. I told you to battle, and then everyone was just like, yes, right? What you're doing, Inkmo, is reeling from the fact that apparently you didn't realize that, oh, Quill. Hi, Quill. Love you. You're reeling from the fact that you didn't realize we were actually having a photo shoot when I said we were having a photo shoot. And then freaking out. Thank you. SO, shout out. That's it. What are you doing right now in chat? I don't know. Did you build your thing for the thing? Anyway, I'll just whiz through these photos. So there's 2 of Liam Draws. He's amazing. Go follow him. Or the other thing I could do is give you guys all a link to the website with all of our links, because we have a website with all of our links. Let me give you that. Boop. You built it. It's so cute. I'm so proud of you. Well done. Is it for BooFest stuff? Like BooFest main? I hope I'm not like deafening you all if I adjust the mic. I'm hoping that's okay. I should have put a necklace on or something to attach it to, but still, yay. So yes, if you go to that website, the links for all the artists from the Artists That Stream are there. It's going on your merch giveaway table. Hooray! I have no idea how I'm setting up my stuff yet. That is a future Liz problem. You also got the post office. Yay! That's really cute. Did you end up having a name tag or a polo shirt or anything for me to pull on my skeleton, or should I just wing it? Because I definitely have like old retail jobs of mine shirts, but I don't have one for a video store. Anyway, talking about BooFest stuff with Inkmo, everyone, yeah, this is me in the trophy. I'm just going to whiz through the photos, then I'll show BooFest, then I might actually paint. We'll see how we go. This is what happens. I don't see you all in so long, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. So, yeah. You will have name tag? Cool. I can just put him in a polo shirt of some vague description, and then name tag can go over old logo. So that works. Don't worry about shirt. I'll do shirt. Video crypt vests made. Oh, he could wear a vest. A vest on a ribcage looks awesome. So yeah, Sunday, I'm painting a skeleton live at Boo Fest, which is a Halloween market in Melbourne. If you're not doing anything, you should totally come. There's me doing battle face. There's Ingmo doing battle hands. I feel like you're going to slap me in that photo. It's very, you're going to slap me. This is Cat Art Illustrations, who's amazing, and she's going to poke you with paintbrushes. So cute. This is Jordan Rasco, who brought so many of my wonderful friends here on Twitch together. And Jordan Rasco is an amazing comedian. I watched her in Endless Dungeon, which was a live D&D experience the day after PAX, and we were all dead. And the what is it? The Venn diagram of people who went to PAX and people who went to Endless Dungeon is a circle. Yeah. And it was so good. It was so good. That's right. Ree was there, and Liam was there, and Inkmo was there, and I was there with my husband, and it was so good. It was so good. Thank you, Sunny, for linking BooFest. Everyone go follow that link for BooFest in Twitch chat. Ooh, YouTube chat. This is all the artists that stream in that link. Yes, because I gave it to one chat and I didn't give it to the other one. Let me also copy that link, and then I can give that to YouTube as well. Yeah, that's fine. Boop, boop, boop. Di, hello. I promise I will do art soon. I'm having too much fun getting live stream to slightly work that now I am just talking to friends instead of actually doing art. Hi, how are you? I hope you're good. I'm here to do some more custom color cards, but first we're looking at the cute photos I took of me and my artist friends at PAX. And by I took, I mean I didn't take. Snap Happy Ian, an amazing cosplay photographer from Perth, took, because he's fabulous and amazing and a very good friend. This is Tangy Bones, also goes by Shawnee. She's amazing. She did really, really good entries in our artist ballot. She was right up there. This is Anatomic, who is Morgs. Morgs is way too talented for our shenanigans, if I'm honest. Way too talented for our shenanigans. Morgs also used to be on Insert Art, which was the Jazza side channel that Kat was also on, where they did like drawing activities and stuff. So that was really cool. And that's all of us. So this is all my art friends that I've forced to hang out, and I love so much. I love so much. So I'm super glad we have these silly photos now, thanks to Snap Happy Ian, because he's so cool. All right, that side quest is done. What was the other side quest I was going to do? BooFest? No? Aw, Sandy. Good kitties. Good kitty stalking spider. All right, I think I'm done with side quest. Let's go back to screen. Let me just boop that one. Boop. Nope, that one's good. Ah, that one. Boop. I made it work. Hooray. Aussie Crafter. Which card should I customize first? I did a poll on Twitch and they were split and useless to me. Chuck and Aussie Crafter on YouTube, you two get to make the decision. Should I do 156 or 166 first? Tell me. But yes, I gave everyone the rundown that I've been customizing cards. 156 says free. But you're not on YouTube, you're on Twitch. I said YouTube got to decide. Plants. All right, done. Di decided. I get to paint with greens. Oh, you're too kind to me. 166, let's do it. But yes, part of the fun of me deciding to do these custom color cards, like I showed with my YouTube video earlier, which totally go watch it at some point if you want to, is not only getting images that I like on the cards that are just a bit less inspiring to me, but also we have since found out, and in 2 days we'll know all the information about, Sarah Renee Clark is releasing edition 2 of the color cubes. That is, the original cubes are now officially like sold out off the market or going to be in 2 days. So the original 2 cubes, volume 1 and volume 2, and she has redesigned the entire how the cubes work. And then on top of that, she's releasing new cards through the lot. So there's edition 2 is 4 cubes, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1 and 2 don't contain the same cards that they used to. Some of them are the same, but basically the whole system's been reorganized. So now not only will the cards like sit nicer in the box was one thing, but they're going to have category tabs. And I know all of this because I'm on the mailing list. So if you get on a mailing list, then you find out stuff early and it's really fun. But yeah, category tabs. And then the other thing is the categories have been organized so you can find everything super easily. Because at the moment with it like that, like you can't find shiz. And that's why a lot of people wanted the PDF download so that they could flick through really easily. But instead now we're going to be able to just go through and go, oh, I can find this theme, summer. Here's all the cards for summer, or here's all the cards for this. And we don't know what all the categories are going to be, but some of the categories in particularly volume 3 and 4, I'm so excited for, because there's like Halloweeny stuff and like spooky stuff. And I think there was like a cyberpunk stuff and neon stuff. And like, yeah, there's themes. There's very fun themes that aren't just like seasonal and like succulents, for example, which I know a lot of people do like succulents. I'm not being like anti-succulent, but it's just less my jam. So my favorite part of this at the start is I now get to mix up these colors. Some of these are going to be really easy because like, let's call that top one ivory black. That's simple enough. Oh, now these aren't my normal paint tubes. These are my extra ones at home because my normal ones are at the studio. So some of these have not been open for a while. I reckon your mum is going to have so much fun, Zenny. There's going to be a second product as well, which is going to be like a digital color cube companion, which for the pencil artists like Lil, that might be more your jam, because I believe that does include things like when you look at a color cube card, it can tell you exactly which Prismacolor pencil or which Faber-Castell pencil matches that color, which is insane that it's like going to have that much information in it. Like, talk about do the work for you. So cool. So that's going to be a digital, kind of like a website you go into and then it's updated live all the time with like new content, but that's a separate thing that's going to come out later. I haven't heard enough detail about that yet, and I'm very excited to hear more detail about that, but like, that's really cool. So that's going to be like a digital thing. But the hard copy cubes are going to be launched on October 24th, which is very soon. And I am an affiliate with Sarah Renee Clark. So if you do want to buy anything from Sarah Renee Clark and feel like using my custom linky-loo, I would always appreciate that. I'm going to put it in the chats, just because that helps support my channel, which is really lovely. Oh, yeah. Super excited for the new cubes. I agree. And pumped for some of the new categories. Are you having flashbacks? That's not actually green for me. That's actually black. I know it might look a little green on screen. I'm not sure if that's because of the tempered glass. But if anyone else would like to see some wonderful custom art, I did loosely mention earlier the Pantone collab. Aussie Crafter Di was part of the Pantone collab. And her piece is so extra. Like, you went to so much intense effort, because Di is an amazing clay sculptor, and oof, I just need to show you a little bit of this while I'm trying to open my tubes. So I'll take you over here. I am so distractible tonight, like immensely. But that's not a bad thing. So jump over here. Where are we? That one. Boop. So this is Di's channel. This is Aussie Crafter. Hooray, hooray, hooray. And yeah, she also did the Pantone challenge the same as me. My cursor is on the wrong screen. This one. So I'm not going to give away the whole video. Go back there. Go back there. So the whole collab was started by Courageous Painting, who's another amazing YouTube. But Aussie Crafter, I did one little painty paint. You did the sculpt with the paint, with the background, with the fancy frame, with all the things. Spoiler alert. Sandy, your mum mostly does oils and watercolors. She does both sides of the spectrum. See, most people are one or the other, because oils is everything can be undone and you can fix everything. And then watercolors is once it's down and you have to live with it. The fact that she can do both makes your mum sound like a superhero. I'm not good at watercolors because there's no undo button, and oil paint has an undo button. And I love that. I love that so much. I do watercolors when I need to make a card last minute for someone. I do that a lot. Oh, no. Yeah, a 150 Prismacolor set and a 256 Ohuhu set. Finding matching colors, that would take so long. That would take so long. Well, so I've got swatches for stuff and that as well, but sometimes even that, I'm like, oh, it takes so long to find what I want. as well as that with oil paint, I have the problem of like transparency and things like that as well. So transparency is an issue because sometimes when something's see-through, it doesn't actually look like the color that it looks like when it's like built up in multiple layers. And then other things, like depending on what's underneath it, has it got white underneath it or a dark color? Yeah, I have lots of issues with that. But for this sort of repainting something, oh, this green is a bit gross, sad. All right, I'm going to switch you back to painting mode. But yes, everyone, please go add to your watch later list with Aussie Crafters Panto Challenge. Peace, cause it's awesome. Yeah. Pause. Let's go back over here. Boop, boop. There you are. I just put this green paint out, and it's basically what happens with oil paint. When mine was stored flat, the pigment and the oil don't like to be friends. That's why they're made on these giant metal mills that force them to go together. The oil will gradually rise to the top. So if your tubes are stored like that, the oil will go to the top and then it gushes oil. And what mine happened, mine was horizontal and the oil has come up to the top again. And then when I went, it just went oil with less pigment. So that's fun. Looks like slime. What else do I need? So I'm basically going to plop some colors out here. Then we're going to have a mix and see how we go. Previously, what I've done is painted the painting and then checked my color accuracy after. Today, I think I'm going to do the reverse. I'm going to start with seeing if I'm accurate and then go from there. Just so that way I can check back in that I'm using the colors I'm meant to be using. All right, so the black is happy. That's nice and easy, and we can plonk that on straight away. Black will always look a bit darker when it's painted, but like, it's black. It's not going to be that different. Lovely. That is black. Now this one actually has a bit of red to it. That one's got like a burgundiness. So let me get one of my deeper reds. I've got Indian red there by Art Spectrum. We'll give that a go. We'll give it a go. What sort of arty projects is everyone working on at the moment that you're allowed to talk about? Tell me things. I will definitely figure out how to get music working again, for the record. And if you watch any of my 2 latest YouTube videos, you will hear my new custom music made by the Danger Beard. Because, yeah, I commissioned DB to make me some custom music so I didn't have to keep using the YouTube audio library. And I could have some music that I like that I could use again and again and again. And DB made me some awesome music. So I love that. That's nowhere near dark enough. And we definitely need a sort of purpley undertone. So let's find some purpley undertone. Oh, DB, did you see my t-shirt that I just happened to be wearing? This is The Foreboding, which is his band. And you can Google them, and they're great. Where's the best place to find The Foreboding? Is it SoundCloud? Or your Instagram? I think The Foreboding have their own Instagram. I think. I'm going to be helping on the next shoot for Make It Till You Make It. Inkmo, that's cool. That's very cool. Oh, definitely tell me how that goes. I love the idea of being a behind the scenes goblin because, yeah, I've only done it for Sarah Renee Clark. I haven't done it more than that. But I would love to do more of it because I love learning how things do. I love learning in general. And learning how shiz goes is very fun. Let's grab that one, and that one. And hope that one of them opens. Ooh, actually, that one. I'm just grabbing tubes willy-nilly. Willy-nilly. Cadmium maroon. Nope. Permanent rose. Oh, most of these tubes have not been opened, I swear, in about 6 years. Oh, that one's all right. This one fades in sunlight, but that doesn't matter for today because it fades in sunlight in like 20 years. Permanent, oh, alizarin crimson, traditional. Do not use unless you have to because it fades. It was Bandcamp. Thank you, Inkmo. You're the best. Everyone say thank you to Inkmo for doing the links. We love you, mods. You guys are great. Let me just copy paste it to YouTube. Woo. There. That works better. This is the foreboding. Boopity boopity boop. Now that music is not anything like the music that I have in my videos, because very much I asked a metal musician to make me something that was calm or peppy, which I apologize for that after I'm so bitchy half the time about I want people to ask me for a commission when they want stuff in like a similar style to what I already do. And then I asked DB to make music which wasn't his normal style. But he took the challenge amazingly and made really cool music that I'm really, really happy about. So that's nice. I should have actually loaded that on my computer to play now, but it's on my laptop, not on my computer. This is getting close. It's a bit too brown at the moment. I think I need blue. Blue undertone. Do I have any blues out? Nope. Why? Aha. I love having long arms sometimes. You got Quinn Rose by Michael Harding. That is a lovely paint. It's very transparent though, that one. Quinacridone, isn't it? Oh, very good for glazing. Come on, blue. Oh, that's right. This tube's broken. Why? This one has had the fun of like splitting right on the seam there from me opening it too hard. Frustrate. Can I goop enough out of the break? Yes, I can. All right, I'm going to do it that way. Oh. Boop. Boop. And I will just try and close that little opening as much as I can and trust that the oil paint will dry itself shut. Until next time. I've actually got some empty tubes now, so this one I could decant into another tube, which I should do. I'm going to do it right now? Nope. But I should in general. You also realised your Quinn Red from Gamblin is the same pigment mode. That does happen sometimes. But at the same time, they can be the same pigment code and be completely different quantities. So that can make a difference. Like, I'm sure, does the Michael Harding one literally feel heavier than your Gamblin paint? Even though Gamblin's lovely, Michael Harding tends to go as hard as possible with pigment content. Yeah, that's helping. Yeah, a little? Yeah. It's so interesting how you can have literally the same pigment coat. There's a great artist. What's his name? Andrew? Andrew something. Or is it Cam something? He's a YouTube artist and an Instagram artist, but he's literally doing a series at the moment where he gets all the different paints with the same name and then tries to painting with it, and you can see variation between all the paints, which means you get a painting that's... Andrew Kadima. Andrew Kadima. Andrew Kadima. Very, very talented guy, and you can see the variation in the mixes, even though they all have exactly the same name. Why did that not type? Andrew Kadima. Chuck, have you watched his videos? I think you would really like them. They're so interesting, and like most of them are shorts, and they're very like clickable, because each time he starts a new painting, you're like, how the heck is he going to tell the difference between those 7 oranges? And then he does. How are we doing with this one? Oh, that's pretty good. I know it looks a little bit darker, but that's just because the oil with the gloss does look a bit darker, but it's got the red in it. It's got the blue undertone. I'm quite happy with that mix. That's fun. Lovely. Yeah, I like him. Oh, that looks really dark on screen. It looks better in person, trust me. Trust me. Zoom you in more? A little bit. It looks great in person, I promise. I'm not just cheating. It does sound right up your alley. Haha! I really hope I've remembered his name right. Please tell me if I haven't. Make a series where one brand's pigment codes and another painting is different. Yes. Yes. Well, that's the thing. Like, pigment codes are quite helpful to know where your painting is coming, or where your paint is coming from. But at the same time, like, the recipes are all incredibly secret, and how the paints are actually made is closely guarded and all that sort of thing, brand to brand. So it's, you know, we're giving you information, but we're not giving you information. We're giving you the ingredients in the dish. We're not telling you how to cook it. Oh. All right, the next one is this nice sort of buff neutral. Ah! I'm going to break my wrists trying to open these. Come on. Open, 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 open. Nope, I'm going to give up on that one for a minute. Let's try this one instead. I've got a Naples Yellow Deep. That's really, really bright, but we can neutral it out. I should put white out, that would be helpful. Let's go you two. And you I've used. I'm trying to slowly keep the ones that I've actually used in a little pile compared to all the other ones that I've just randomly grabbed. This one's alright because this is a newer tube of Williamsburg titanium white, so this one actually opens, which is great. Oh, you did find Andrew Kadima. I did say it right. Hooray! I'm glad. I hope you have lots of fun watching his content. It's very, very, very clickable, which is lovely. And he's actually had paintings at my gallery where I had my show earlier this year. I think Bay Art Gallery has 2 of his paintings, or maybe 1. I don't know. I've seen it there, and it was cool. It was like a bunch of eyes all sort of in like a blob, forming this like abstract face situation, which was very cool. Boop. All right, and what else do I need to mix that? Probably can mix it from what I've got. You guys know how to make your color more dull? You use the opposite on the color wheel. So if you want to get rid of intensity, so the opposite of yellow is purple, so I'm just quickly making a little shitty purple. Smush them together. That has both darkened it and killed the intensity of the color a little bit. Now if I add white, hopefully that will... It's got a bit too much red in it, so let's add some more of that yellow color. Way too much of that yellow color, more white. Maybe a smidge of green. Yeah, that's something better. A little darker. Tiny bit of that ivory black. Oop. This is another fun thing that I picked up from an art workshop I did with Robin Ely, is palette trails. So when you're mixing, rather than mixing in the one blob the whole time, you like slowly move a little section down. So now you can see where I started. And then what I added, I went to yellow, then I added a bit of green, now I've added a bit of dark. And then I can sort of see where I've gone with my color mixing to remember where I've been. Oh, thanks, Di. I've done it for a little bit of time now, but I really enjoy color mixing. Like, this is the really fun part of the color cube. Like, oh, look at that match. Oh, look at that match. That just gave me dopamine to the face. Oh, can you even tell I painted it? Satisfaction. Satisfaction. It's so good. Yeah, it's so good. Oh. So when I'm making overlays, future Liz, I need to make a reaction for when I mix a color good. Because that would be so fun to have like a little hype come up for, oh my gosh, yeah, in the face. Just a dopamine button. Dopamine, dopamine, dopamine. All right, now we've got to get this minty green, which this is not ready to be minty green. I need something with more blue. I could just try mixing it with ultramarine. Let's see if we can get there. Maybe. Oh, very blue, very too blue. Let's take a smidge of that yellow from before. I think it helps dye as well, like, because I'm using oils, not acrylics, I don't need to use a lot of quantity of paint, and mixing colors when you need a lot of quantity is really tricky. I've been doing some art assistant work lately for another artist, and that involves painting backgrounds on giant canvases. And the frustration when I mix a giant vat of paint and it's just ever so slightly wrong, and the amount of paint you have to add to slightly change it drives me nuts. Also the fact that acrylics dry down a completely different color, which oils don't. Not fun, but the job in its full is quite fun. I'm actually enjoying doing art assistant work as another side gig on my side gig on my side gig on my side gig, but it's just not quite right. Yeah, there are struggles. I has struggles with the mixing lots and lots of paint. So if I just do a little bit, it's close, but it's not quite. Quagga, hello. Were you told? Who told you? Who knows things? But thank you, I appreciate the compliment. Thank you for coming to Twitch. I'm live on Twitch and YouTube at the moment, having some fun customizing my color cube cards, which we now know there will be new cards released in 2 days, which is very exciting. Yes, and people can find my affiliate link for Sarah and A. Clark if they are interested in color cube cards. I need a lighter blue is what I need. I need like a cerulean. So let me be annoying for a minute and be fussy. Ooh, you might work. Spectrum Emerald. It's turquoise. Turquoises are real little tricky bums. You blaming Mo? Yes, I did see that you were visiting Quill soon. That's lovely. I don't really paint publicly that much except for like Boo Fest this weekend. Are you coming this Sunday? That would be great, Lil. Come. Yeah, I am painting publicly on Sunday at Boo Fest. Don't worry, Igmo. It's fine. It's fine. You're being blamed for things. It's fine. We love you so much. Yee! I agree, Quokka. Bumping into you was lovely. I'm glad I got my hug. I'm sorry I was so utterly failing to get selfies with people. I saw everyone's photos after the fact and I'm like, I should have asked people to have photos with me. That would have been nice. Like, I got to meet, through my mate, Ifi Nwadiwe from Dropout. Super lovely guy. Like, lovely to a fault. To the point where I was just like chatting with him and then we walked around together and then I left and no, I don't have any evidence of that. It's just my word. Oh, that looks too bright. It was better though. I need to just mix a tiny bit of white in. Just calm its farm a little bit. I want to get this one right because this one's like a really cute color in general. Oh, that's way better. Okay, yeah, just needed a tiny bit of white. That's way better. Hooray! But yeah, no, the Sunday panel was really, really fun. We do have video footage, so I am going to attempt to edit it together in some way to make it cool, because we did live stream it, but then the live stream apparently didn't work as well as we hoped it would. We had a little bit of tech difficulty at the start, but the rest of it was really fun. My sister seems the coolest. Which sister? Oh, the one at PAX. Yes, that's my older sister. Sally is awesome. She is an IT teacher with a science teacher background, and she is a walking rainbow for my green and black everything. Lil, thank you. Remind me of those dates a little bit closer. But yeah, no, I'm totally down to hang. If we can figure out a hang, that'd be great. I know I've booked in some dates with Quill to hang. I don't know if they overlap, but if they do, absolutely, that would be like, obviously when you're here, are you just going to come with Quill everywhere? Because that's easy. That's great. But we'll figure something out. That'll be really fun. I am down. All right, this isn't getting dark enough at all. I know who I need for this. I need Thalo. I need Thalo green, because that's just not it. As a former teacher with lots of rainbow pins, mad respect, bet. It's that whole like Miss Frizzle aesthetic, and it's so fun. Just paint at Quills. Nugget learned about Warhammer figures at PAX and painted one. She did, which was so cool. And they were so well behaved at our like panel, considering they were tired and it was the end of the day. Like, they did have a little run around at the end, which fair. I was sort of bouncing up and down to keep energetic myself. Who are you? Maybe. I have 2 tubes of you. Well, if one doesn't open, I'll use the other one. I have taken all of my dark teals. Yes, Quokka, you could definitely be Miss Frizzle. 100%. Oh, Mr. Frizzle. I don't know if Miss Frizzle is down for marriage, but you could be like an alternate universe version. 100%. I would like you to have a really cool outfit made of like space. Like suns and moons and planets and stuff. Yes, please. That would be epic, and you would pull it off wonderfully. Oh! Faulty, thank you so much for joining us on YouTube. Yes, I really hope we get to do it again next year at PAX. That would be so cool. So cool. I've definitely expressed my interest to anyone who has asked, but we'll have to go through the application process and that again next year. So that's just something we'll have to keep in mind. And then, yeah, the other question is, did we want to look at any of the other cons and do stuff? Or do we want to prioritize actually streaming together? I think that would be really rad if we could all get organized to do that. I know YouTube and Twitch both have co-streaming features now, which is helpful. Oh, way too dark, way too dark. But we need to actually sit down and like do the thing. Quokka, a gender bent version. Yeah! Oh, still with the dress skirt. Okay, yes. Seeing you do a twirl in an amazing space dress skirt would be amazing. Yes, 100%. Inkmo, you posted earlier about Game Expo. Which one's Game Expo? I'm down. What is it? I don't know. Faulty on YouTube, do you follow our Instagram? Because we have an Instagram now for those artists who stream, and that will be the easiest way to know if we get in 4 packs next year and things like that. Okie dokie. Basically, I'm going to use the account to randomly advertise stuff that that artists who are part of the crew are doing, because that's quite fun. So I'm very much liberally using the repost feature that Instagram has now. Yeah, that's better. I just had to lighten it a bit. Hooray! Alright, I have my little pile of colours now of who I'm using, so all of you guys can go away. Go away. Go away. Alright, cool. I'll organise all of you later. Sweet. Alright, now I'm just going to mix up a little bit of quantity of each of those colours so that they're the only colours we use to do the painting. Let's just move all this green out of the way. You go down there. No, don't do that. Squidge. Oh, you're on Twitch too! Hi, Faulty! Pack's drawing panel is always one of your favourites. Ah, thank you! I am so incredibly lucky with the amazing cosplay models I've had for the Cosplay to Canvas panel. I really, really want to sort of search a bit further outside my friend circle for next year. They had a panel this year as part of PAX Together, which was about diversity in cosplay. Or was it about disability and diversity? I couldn't go to it because I had a double up, which really stunk. But I want to stalk all of those cool cosplayers in the background and see if one of them would like to model for me for next year, if I can do it again next year. Oh, that's all right, Faulty. That's why I'm trying to talk on that. Basically, at the start of this stream, I realized all my overlays are broken. So I don't have any chat physically on the screen. Apologies. But that is absolutely fine. Sorry, I try and give context and then I kind of get distracted a lot. So let's mix some of that. Some of that. Now, the last thing about my custom color cubes is, of course, in today's day and age, what reference photos do we use to make fun little silly art? How do we quickly get a reference photo of something we actually like? How do we generate something like that we love? What we do, we go to museum websites, which have free Creative Commons licensed images of artwork and historical items that are free to use as inspiration, and that's what I'm using as reference for this series. And it's been really satisfying looking through like the Met website, like the Met Gallery in America, and like the Tate London and things like that, and just looking through what free references they have and finding a whole heap of cool shiz. So I will quickly take you over there to my folder of hoarded stuff. Oh, I should have just used the knife the whole time. I would have wasted more paint, but then I wouldn't have this issue of mixing up more quantity. Yeah, man. Bit more of that. Dark up again. That's not too bad. So I've got that one, I've got the light one, I've got that one. Got you over there. You could probably use a bit more, but that'll do for now. Let's mix some more blob of you. Blob. And some black. Whoop. Yeah, that'll do. You. Smidge of that. Yeah. Where are we? Yeah, to be fair, my setup deciding to break itself, I have a feeling I know what happened. So I had a whole bunch of old live stream footage on my computer that was the same as what had already been uploaded to YouTube. So I deleted it to make room on my computer hard drives. And I have a feeling my overlays may have been in a folder within a folder in those folders. And so when I thought I was just deleting old footage, turns out I may have been deleting my old overlays. That's my suspicion at this point, but I haven't looked deeper into it because I was just really eager to stream tonight. And so I gave up the hunt. But hey, maybe it's time for me to have some new overlays. Maybe it's time to start again. If only there was another convention as cool as PAX so we could do it twice a year. Well, this is the question. Inkmo just brought up MCEC in March, which is cool. I will look into Discord later, which is Game Expo. And then there's also things like Supernova and Armageddon and stuff. Although Supernova and Armageddon aren't quite as relevant because they're just pop culture in general, and most of us aren't artist alley artists. We're all sort of nerds who work as working artists, if that makes sense. It's different. We're not like supremely our own art as retail. Probably Kat's the closest because she has a very thriving online store of her own art and prints and cool shiz that you can buy, which Cat Art Illustrations. You can absolutely check out our website and cool merch and stuff to buy. Anatomic did have t-shirts and stuff available, and I got a really cool custom Gengar t-shirt, but now that's folded. So that's really sad that my t-shirt's an exclusive because it's a really soft, lovely t-shirt, and I hope someone else, like, he finds a different supplier or an Australian-based something to make that happen again because they're awesome. But yeah, if we can do some streaming again, that like together, that would be great. Melbourne Museum's massive slice of iron, jasper, and tiger's eye makes your heart happy. Melbourne Museum has some great minerals. Ugh, that's so good. All right, I've got my colors, I've got my thing. So let's have a look at my reference photos, and then, oh my gosh, it's taken me an hour just to get this far. Is that how long I've been streaming? Yes. I did warn you I'm very distractible when we started this. I warned you. You can only blame yourselves. There we go. Let's jump over to this one. So in here are a bunch of free reference photos. And they're beautiful. And look how high res they are. Would you like to see this Rembrandt? Rembrandt? Which one is this? That's one of the ones. So eventually I started saving the details of all of them next to them. Yeah, there it is. What's his name? No, he's a Velasquez. Bad Liz. Bad art knowledge Liz. There he is. So he's by Velasquez, which is very nice. But who do we want? Oop. Yeah, that was that one. Oh, so pretty. So if we wanted to just do an eye study, we could just do that. But this has so many delicious pinks and stuff in it that it's not really going to be joyful in just green. So what could be joyful in green? This could be joyful in green, because it already is quite green. It's such a simple face, but it's so charactery, which is nice. And actually, yeah, we have pretty good analogous colors for this one. Oh, no worries. Have a good sleep. Bye, Faulty. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. Supernova does, yeah, charge a lot for a table in Artist Alley. And again, like, our priority is not necessarily having a table. It's having fun arty games, which is cool. So I'll minimize that one. This is one I did in my old Color Cube video. I did the skull study, but I did in like blues and blacks. Oh, so fun. Stretch, smart. Oh, big stretch. Thanks, Lil. Good reminder. Good reminder. All right. So we're not doing this one again. Oops, sorry. Could do a cow. Moo. Ooh, some lovely fabric there. I did do that already. Yeah, I'm down for a portrait. She's going to look a bit sickly with these colours, but that's part of the challenge. Let's just try and do her head and her bow, I think. That should be fun. Alright. I don't know if it is Marie Antoinette. Let's find the... What is this reference actually of? thing. Da-da-da-da. It is... Is it you? Yeah. It is Madame Grande by Elizabeth Louise Vigée-Lebrun, who's one of my favourite female artists from old school times. So this one was 1761 to 1835. Oh no, that's the lifestyle. So, sorry. Madame Grande, which is painted of Noëlle Catherine Volet, who lived from 1761 to 1835. And this is painted by Elizabeth Louise Vigée-Lebrun, and it was painted in 1783. Yeah. Yeah. This remarkable image of her with eyes raised and lips parted as if in song was among 10 portraits and 3 history paintings shown by Vigée-Lebrun at the Salon of 1783. The same year the artist was accepted as one of only 4 female members of the French Royal Academy. History facts. Yeah. Yeah, I reckon we can do a bit of a sickly skin tone situation of this one. So let's give it a go. So what I normally like to do is start off with my dark values and figure out where I'm going to put stuff. So let's use this one rather than the black so I have somewhere to go and just vaguely figure out the shape. Oh my god, she made it to actually painting something. And then she's going to stop immediately to remember she was doing masking tape lines to try and keep crispy lines around. So let's just quickly do some of that. Oh, if anyone feels like donating me some funds to buy more black masking tape, this black masking tape has been the nicest thing because it's neutral. It's not bright blue or bright green. And so when I'm painting around it, it doesn't distract me like color-wise. But I've only found it on Amazon, and shopping on Amazon makes me sad. So I haven't bought more yet, and this is very close to the end of its roll. If anyone finds black masking tape not through Amazon, send me a link, because I would appreciate that a lot. Yeah. I'm sorry to keep you all up late, but I was just excited to be here. And thank you for coming to watch and say hi. There we go. Oh, you do still have the painting of Harold? Yay! He's in my sketchbook, isn't he? He was part of one of the sketchbook pages. That was so long ago. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this poor little roll. He's dying. But I'll make him last. Ooh! Thank you, Inkmo. I'm going to be distracted and click that. Photographic masking tape. Ooh! Why is it photographic? Oh, okay, so it's used in framing and graphics display. You're a fountain of knowledge. Well done. Thank you. I will use that link liberally. Thank you, Ingmar. Oh, and you showed me a different one. Tattoo supply? Oh, that looks cheaper. Cheaper is good. Yes! Keep your workspace neat and stylish. Yes, that's exactly what I want to do. Yes, exactly that. Ingmo wins 20 points. If I can give Ingmo things, I would. Yes. I remembered how to do a shout out. Shout out Inkmo on Twitch. Ha ha. Ha ha. Alright, where am I? I lost my reference image. There's too many tabs. That one. Cool. Alright, darks. So let's figure out, this bow on her head is intense. It has got a lot going on. Oh, maybe I need to zoom out a little smidge. Oh, but if I zoom out, then her head's smaller. Okay, maybe we're going to zoom in a bit. Alright, so dry brush and scrub away the stuff you don't want necessarily. But it's on primer, so these cards I have primed with clear primer, and that means that the first bit is going to stick really, really good. I should get my work to order some. I should see if he can get it in, although it's not one of our normal suppliers, and he does like just sticking to our normal suppliers. I should ask if our normal suppliers have it. That would be smart. He's probably going to give me shiz for being like, we have blue and normal colored masking tape. Why do you need it to be black? And the reason is aesthetic. and lack of distraction while painting. But it's fine. Alright, so I'm going to do head vaguely there, and then this is going to go up to ear. Down to neck, and then neck's going to go kind of there to there. Up to an ear, sort of there. This is vaguely going to go up over there. Whoop. And down to ear situation. And then bow is going to be up there. There we go. That's a sketch. You can see what I'm doing. Boop, boop. Boop. Right. Tracking should hopefully help that stay in focus now. Cool. Bump, bump, bump. Let's get some of this light value where the lights are going to be. Forehead. Nose. I love doing this kind of painting. It's just fun. And I already like my weird smudges more than succulents. Apologies to all the succulent owners. We know how to keep plants alive. I am not amongst you. Although the last plant I kept alive for like 3 years, so it's only been recently I have been plantless again. My daughter did a craft at Bunnings where they made basically half a car sponge with glued on cotton wool with grass seeds. My job, I work at an art shop. Well, I work at an art shop, I do art on the side, and then I do full-time art as well. I do slight workshop teaching, I do a bit of art assisting for another artist. I do many jobs, but working at the art shop is one of my main ones. Theartshop.com.au. If you need art supplies, they are super lovely. And theartshop.com.au sponsored our PAX panels. And he's sponsoring me at Boofest as well on Sunday, which is super nice, providing me with a big canvas to paint on. So, big fan. I've worked for them for like 7 years now. It's been a long time. But they're lovely. Succulents on a dark background don't always spark joy. I'm sure they do to someone. And that's probably more the point with this color card thing, is like, obviously Sarah Renee Clark tries to make universal palettes that are as helpful to as many people as possible, but the second, you know, it's my product that I have here in my studio, it's like, well, I want it to work for me. And it's the same palette, so I can still use the card the same way as I would have before, but now I will have an image that sparks more joy. My brain wants to go reach for that bright yellow, but I know I'm not allowed, so I have to keep telling myself to come back over here. But the good thing about having this light value is I can use that to make lighter versions of the other colours, which will be good. So right now I just want to get something everywhere to cover the image of the succulents, and then I can sort of clearly see where I can develop my image. Which is good. Oh, the canvas and pretty paints. Accurate. Is it really higher than your grocery budget, Ray? You need to eat more food. Groceries are expensive these days. That being said, you know, being a staff member at an art shop does have slight benefit for when you're buying for yourself. So that, and being an art supply hoarder, I don't buy that much these days because I have so much. Okay. Is that like that? A little bit lighter. No, too much yellow. Whoop. That's better. No, too yellow. More blue. And make it later. So I've got two colours that are light value, this one and this one, and then I've got two really dark values and one sort of mid. So that's basically going to tell me where each colour goes. Does the art store sell the stuff to make mini cities too, or just paint mark? So we don't sell miniature supplies specifically, so not like Warhammer stuff, but we do sell a huge range of brushes which are fantastic for painting miniatures, and we sell some dry art pigments and dry mediums, so things like sands and like tiny little packets of sand and soil and things like that, glass beads that you can use for effects painting, but we don't sell any of the actual miniature brands that make all that stuff. There seems to be a pretty big divide between suppliers of that kind of stuff and suppliers who supply art shops, and they do not do both. Yeah, terrain stuff, thank you. So we have a bit of dry pigments, the Matisse range of dry pigments, which are probably cheaper than a lot of the made for Warhammer stuff, but at the same time it's not a very huge range and you've got to use your own binders and stuff, and yeah, some of it would be helpful and some of it would not be. So just worth noting, but especially for brushes, we get a lot of miniature painters coming in for the Raphael Sable brushes and for the Princeton range of synthetic brushes, and just in general, like Warhammer brands brushes, they didn't used to be very good. I think some now are better, but they're the equivalent of good watercolor brushes that we have, depending on what you want. One little brush that I really like, which is great for mini painting, is this guy. I'm going to show you in that. Oh, you can't even see. Can I? I've got tracking marks, so you can't see. This is a little one by Princeton Velvet Touch, and it's kind of like the world's tiniest little powder brush, but he's great for dry stippling, and he's also great for blending. He's called the Mini Mop in the Velvet Touch range. I friggin' love him because he just diffuses paint marks perfectly. Yeah, Eckersley's alright. Vallejo ones, yeah. So we don't have Vallejo or any of those brands. Mainly because our store is full. It is full of stuff, and yet we still constantly get new stuff and have nowhere to put it. And then the boss's wife tells the boss off for getting more stuff, but then we want more stuff. So we make it work somehow. We just discounted the Derwent Studio pencils are on their way out. They've been discontinued, so that's one thing going out. But at the same time, the Derwent drawing pencils aren't coming to Australia until March next year, despite the fact that they're available internationally now. Because the supplier for Derwent in Australia is stupid. It makes terrible choices. No, don't just take it home. I have worked for my boss for a long time because he trusts me and I trust him, and he is great. So, none of that. And also, it's very hard to sell to other people if it's not in the shop when people want to buy it off the website. Because yeah, we are open to the public even though we're an online shop. Down here in Bayswater. And it is a lovely shop to go to in person if you are ever around. You could visit when you're over here, if you want to. Come a waffle! What are you doing up this late, old man? You've got work tomorrow. Also, hi. I broke all my streaming stuff, but I'm making do. Like, I accidentally deleted all my overlays, apparently. I do have the Stream Deck working. Have I pushed it? No. Anyway. Oh, how was Tron? I didn't break it. I think I accidentally deleted my overlays because I was deleting old footage of old live streams. I didn't break the Stream Deck. The Stream Deck's fine. It's the actual overlays stuff. Yeah. I tried to make my computer run better by deleting old files without being thorough enough to look at the folders within the folders, apparently. Maybe. That is still my suspicion. It is not proven. But I'm painting custom color cards because they're coming out with new custom color cards in a few days. Sarah Renee Clark, and I am an affiliate, and I have a link if anyone wants to buy the new stuff because it's cool. I want the new stuff. It looks very cool. But yeah, how was Tron? Wasn't a Zanian's Legacy. Would have been better with Fassbender in the lead. Well, I mean, when it's all dark and red coated, dark and gritty was sort of the vibe. Don't you think? Soundtrack slaps? Oh, that's good. Tron is very soundtrack dependent, I find. Like, it needs the audio for Tron to work. But I'm glad you saw it after you got your cute photo of you sitting on the bike at PAX. Aw, congrats, Lil. That's nice. 1 year. Time has no meaning. That's all I've learned. From... Actually, last night I had to do like a computer deep dive to find files from 2002 and also from 2016. And that was a really big proof of time has no meaning. Oh my gosh. I even found tiny little teenager photos of Karma Waffle. Hehehe. Because I had to find all the photos. But found what I needed eventually, and that was very satisfying when I did. Because having a tattoo time coming up, and I needed to find my original design for one of my tattoos from way back then. Turns out Liz did not label her files well. So tonight is a lesson in Liz bad file management. But whatever. This is really fun colours actually to do a portrait with. This sort of like luminous green and purple situation I'm quite enjoying. I'm going to try and preserve this colour for highlights, I think. So I'm going to do most of the face in this one and this one. And then we'll use that for the darks in the hair. I should probably switch to a smaller brush, but let's see how much further I can go with this one first. Yeah, I've wanted more tattoos for years. It has been a while, but we decided cheapy little flash little things would be good for Christmas this year, so that's fun for one day. So I'm glad I've got one thing booked in. That's nice. My problem at the moment is, like, besides this little flash idea, like, most of the tattoos I want are very expensive tattoos, and I do not have that kind of money to throw around when I have a toddler. Oh, 2 of yours were done in Melbourne. That's cool. I've had 2 in Melbourne and 1 in New Zealand. But my sister lives there, so that sort of explains why. There, it wasn't because of the artist, it was because of the sister times. I want to go to more of the tattoo conventions because I really like watching all the artists do their like top level stuff at the cons, but I know if I go, I'm just going to drool over wanting big pieces that I can't afford. Which is not super fun. That being said, Boo Fest this Sunday. Hey, Comma Waffle, what are you doing on Sunday? Inkmo, I can't get a tattoo at Boo Fest if I am painting live at Boo Fest. But yes, Comma Waffle, if you're free on Sunday, come to Boo Fest, because it's up your way at Welcome to Thornbury, and watch me paint a skeleton live. Also, flash tattoos will be available, if not already booked out. Are they already booked out? Or is it walk up? I'm not sure how it works. I didn't read that part. Ew. Fine, do rehearsal for cool performance things. Fine. Oh, it's walk up. Okay, cool. I like that because that means it's sort of like fair for everyone. I'm just turning down the brightness so you can see the difference in the colours. That is looking a bit more green, but still. It is quite green, let's be honest. Yeah, you said that. It's like you're talented or something. What's the new show? Or are we not allowed to talk about it on stream? Message me privately. And then I can hold all the secrets. Dun dun dun. Alright, I definitely need a smaller paintbrush. Alright. I give in. Tiny brush, come hither. I do like you. Not you. Does she randomly have a desk drawer just full of paintbrushes? Yes, she does. Because all of her beautiful brush organizing drawers are too far away. They're all over there. But the desk drawer full of paintbrushes, very convenient. Hooray. Ray, you will be there dressed as a hobbit. Hooray. I'm excited. Because, yeah, I thought you said the hobbit thing was on the same day. Or are you coming to both? Oh, I put paint all over my phone. Boo hiss. Was that leaky green earlier? Ugh. Who's yelling at me? We'll check all of that later. That's fine. Yay! You're going to pop into Boo Fest on the way. That's fun. Please do. I will see you there. I'm not starting painting till 1, but I'll be there. Setting up, if not, just hanging out. Because, yeah, I didn't want to sort of start painting straight away, necessarily. Unless I want to, like, paint background, I might do that. So basically, I just wanted to establish my main shapes in the face, and now I'm just gonna play with detail. Can't say the show here because Rhee's here and it's unannounced fair. That's fair. Send it to me privately, if you haven't already. Oh no, wait, I can't use that colour. Alright, I'm going to use this one. Hey, you're back! I took these guys and then I threw them at that. That's how. Yeah. But yeah, I'm painting an Elizabeth Villiers Lebrun painting, and I'm enjoying myself quite a lot. Even though the colours are really weird, I'm actually loving them quite a bit. Now with this one I might paint in more detail and then I'll diffuse later once I've sort of got the majority of it in, but we'll see how we go. Because there's a lot of little finicky detail, because obviously the original painting was much bigger than this. So I will have to simplify down for it not to look too busy and strange. Oh, come on, Waffle, how do you think the audio is going? Because I'm wearing my little lav mic. The little clip-on guy. Oh, no, he's talking to my collarbone. Probably worse than it should have. Actually, are we using the right microphone? Good question, let me check. Yeah, we are. We're using the lav. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Apologies if it went stuffy. Good thinky face. Audio is okay? Good. Soft. That's probably because I was mumbling and it went into my t-shirt. I really should actually, I'm just going to clip it in front of me. Is that better? Because now I'm talking like in front. Can I just have it sit there? Or will you get like super audio brushstrokes now? That's way better? Okay, so maybe I shouldn't wear it. Maybe I should have it in front of me. I was dashing around a lot more earlier getting the paint tubes out, so that was where I thought it was more handy to wear it. But that's good. It's only been years of me doing random live stream and video stuff, but I'm still learning. I really like this brush because it's like a weird triangle shape, so you can use the tiny little point, but then you can also use it like as a flicky brush, and it carries a lot of paint, so you don't need to reload as often. Ad break on Twitch, but not on YouTube. Hooray. There we go. Let's figure out this eye. Thank you. I heard the ding. I will have a look later. But seriously though, you from a few years ago would be so proud of you now, Mr. Getting auditions and straight away into shows. all the fun stuff. You don't have to. Wait till it's announced. That's alright. Yeah. Why wait, Ree? Are you gonna tell him you're gonna guess? Oh, roly-poly toddler. She's staying asleep. Stay asleep, please. Too much? That's right. She's got a serious painting face on, and therefore she's being quiet. Ah. Now you're theorizing. Ree, you haven't been living hardcore under a rock. You have been doing all the work, all the work, all the work. They have low budget but big hearts. No. Now don't get too shady, you theatre kids in the chat. Don't make me try and figure out how to use mod tools. Which, speaking of, are either of you mods? Oh, come on, Waffle's a mod. Oh, look at you. You got 3 badges. You got a mod badge, a first badge, and a 2023 badge. That's sounding sassy. Just the idea of you guys being sassy is making my girl look a lot more sarcastic. Let's fix that eye. Some. It's like you have opinions or something, comma Waffle. Mm-hmm. She is judging hard. She's judging chat. And then now she's judging with one eye. I'll fix it. It's the nature of oil paint. Push, pull. You get it. Batman thinky face, because you want to see if there's theories. Fair. Stoking the flames much? Stay asleep, toddler. You're fine. Big wiggles. Hopefully, she's okay. Toddler's been not well the last few days, so if I do have to dash off, I apologise, but I'm hoping I can finish this one first. Because I am enjoying it. I'm actually really loving this little bit of succulent coming through her hair. I should cover it. No, 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 no. Jenny. I will answer your messages later. But you have a good sleep. Thank you for having my stream on and watching and saying hi. I really appreciate it. As we are yet again on the long road to hoping to get monetized one day. Stupid long road. Stream Elements, hello. Welcome to the chat. You remembered to post things. Oh, Chuck, what'd you say? Silly job is making you go to a client site to fix some stuff. No worries. Thank you so much for the lurk. You have a good night. Thank you for coming to the live stream. You'll see it later. It'll be part of a YouTube video. Because yeah, this painting will be part of my second episode of customizing Color Cube. I'm hoping to put another episode out maybe next week. I've already got one other card. Well, technically I have 3 other cards painted, but 2 of them I didn't like. So we shall see if I want to paint more or whether I just admit that failure is okay and put them in the video and go, it's okay to not like stuff. We shall see. I tried doing one in oil pastel, and that was very difficult with the small scale. I did not end up seeing Toxic Avenger. No, I did not. I apologize. I have been very bad at getting tickets for things. I need to get tickets for Alex Cor's current one, because I know the director? But that just started, or just did its big rehearsal or something. So that is very true. She does look very unimpressed. As opposed to, what was the description for her? That was like something her eyes. What was the description? The description is the remarkable image of her with eyes raised and lips parted as if in song. And I'm like, mine looks more sarcastic. She's not putting up with your shiz. I think that's because this eye is coming down too far. Oh, now she's even more sarcastic. I made it worse. Today's tech for the play. Yeah. Have you got tickets to the play? The one with Alex Cole? Yes, yes, please come with me. Okay, tell me what dates, and I will tell you if I'm free any of those dates. Please tell me they're doing like a Monday night or a Thursday night, because that would be great. But not this Thursday. They're not doing that many shows. I might already be stuffed. We'll have to see. You don't know? Put it in our chat log, and then I'll look it up later. But if you put it in our chat log, I'll remember to do it. Because basically, when I finish live streaming, it's like my phone notifications are my to-do list. Yes. Considering all I'm doing is reading text on screen, yes, yes you do. Look like a pocketbook. Her eyes are so incredibly wide. I think I have done them too small, and that is why she is also looking sarcastic. They're huge. Ooh, that looks creepy. But I'll figure it out. I think I need to move up her eyebrows. Let's open that eye cavity up. That's what she reminds me of. She reminds me of like a copper sculpture that's gone a bit verdigris. With these colours, which is quite fun. I will definitely need to figure out music for the next stream, which I have my new The Danger Bed music, so I will figure that out. So we can have it playing. That looks nice. Good. She needs a squirrel on her shoulder? Why does she need a squirrel on her shoulder? To have someone to talk to? She has a ribbon in her hair, so I'm just going to use some of the ivory black so it's got a bit of colour difference to the hair. Rather than stick in the face the whole time, I'm going to try and quickly do everything around the face and then come back to it. Is my plan. Otherwise I will spend too long doing this, and it is already after midnight. That's also because I got so distracted when we started this because I was having so much fun chatting. Yeah, definitely need to move the eyes up, bigger, and eyebrows up. Yeah, that's better. Much better. Paint squirrels everywhere. I did do a live stream of painting a squirrel in a colouring book, and only realised the other day that the live stream was left on private as a recorded version on YouTube. So if you want to watch a live stream that I did earlier this year, forgot about completely, and recently posted, I would highly appreciate the views. Because yes, I'm about just... what? I'm more than halfway to being monetized, but I'm less than, like, 3/4. RIP. Me. But this is my third attempt at being monetized, or at least, like, trying to push it a bit. And at least I do actually have a somewhat faster workflow with editing now, which is good. Finally gave up on Adobe Premiere because it is a clunky beast who is awkward and I don't use it enough. So I'm using CapCut now because I use it for work for short form content, and it's working perfectly fine for long form content. So that's good. Oh, there we go. Now her face is like a little dimply. That's cute. Yeah, these colours are really satisfying. This is such a fun little palette. I wouldn't have assumed it was this fun. And this is part of the joy of doing this repainting stuff, is I'm learning palettes that I wouldn't normally go towards. Because this is quite muted, but it's very lovely with this mix of purple and green. Loving it. Why do you have so many issues with CapCut? Is it because of the TikTok thing? Like the makers of it? Or because it's cheesy? CapCut's gorgeous, or her? Thanks, Inkmo. Love you. It's getting there. This is seriously a palette I wouldn't normally paint with, and I'm really enjoying it. This is fun. This is where I should get you guys to vote on which cards I repaint, so then you can pick the palettes that I wouldn't normally pick. Because Aussie Crafter picked this one, which I'm happy about. And I think Ree as well. And whoever voted for it in my useless Twitch poll. That ended up split between two options. Let's get there. Owned by ByteDance. Yes. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Which I dislike. Especially because, yeah, I'm using it with footage of both my face and my paintings, but at the same time, They've built something that works for me, and I'm not paying for it. So I've made my peace somewhat with it until I have a better option. At least I'm not really making videos of my like hardcore paintings now. I'm only doing like my silly fun art as videos. So that makes me feel a bit better when it comes to that sort of editing. But it totally makes sense why Instagram not only duped it with making their Reels editor, but also they're really pushing people to use the Reels editor now because, yeah, they want to do exactly the same thing that ByteDance did. Just, you know, too late. Which is very meta. I'm so glad I held off on using this sort of yellowy muted tone until now, because it just means I can bring all these little areas more light. I do have DaVinci Resolve. It's really hard to use. I haven't spent enough time with it. I used DaVinci Resolve for one long form edit and it took me ages. I know. It's just one of those things. I would use it more if learning it was faster. And unfortunately this is that thing where people are getting my data because they've made something intuitive and it is saving me time. So basically I'm selling them my stuff for time. ADHD tax, whatever. If I could just pause time and spend like 3 days learning DaVinci Resolve, I'm sure I'd be fine. But at the moment, I do not have that luxury. It'd be nice if I did. It's like I need an art residency for video editing. But again, this is supplementary to my actual thing I like to do, not the main part. Insert that meme about all the jobs that artists have to do that aren't actually painting to survive as artists. Video editor, social media marketer, public speaker, camera editor, graphic designer, admin person, tax consultant, all the things. Just trying to get that little indication of teeth, because she does have visible teeth. There we go. I will fix those eyes. I'm sorry, they are a little haunting right now. I will fix them. What else is happening with you, Comma Waffle? How's work and stuff? Hard? In the not fun way, I'm guessing. Sorry about that. Is it just because you're at this end of the year? I feel like this end of the year is always tricky with your job. Oh, okay. Lots of new things coming. Oh, well, that's lots of work for you. Are they coming before Christmas or after? Yeah, I know. It would be easy if you didn't have standards, but, sir, I've known you for this long. And the problem is, the second people see you professionally using it, it's a do or die. Like, people are either, yep, everything you do is that, or you've done that, now I've lost respect for you. Oh, I like the mouth so much, but the eyes are giving me trouble. We'll get there. Sorry if my face is getting obnoxiously in the footage. I need to be close for this. I really should get my eyes tested again. I'm not wearing my glasses and I should be. But yeah. The reference image for this is just gorgeous because there are no hard lines around the lips whatsoever. It is all just incredibly soft mixes. Not against AI as a tool, but for specific reports and functions that are tertiary to your role that I generally zero time for. Yeah. My problem is I just can't trust it to be accurate of anything because AI doesn't work on accuracy. It works on averages and guessing. So for anything I would want to use it for, I would want it to be accurate, and is not. It could be, but there is no way to prove it is or isn't, so no point using it. Yeah, actual people reading voiceovers, that's not cool, man. As someone who listens to a lot of audiobooks, it's like, my thing is, if an audiobook is not possible in any way, I might potentially put up with an AI voice, like, reading something out to me, but I mean, like, as a screen reader function, not as a replacement for audiobook readers, because that is not cool. I love the personality and the natural emotion put in from a real human reader, and faking it is exactly that. It comes off as fake and yuck, and I don't care how good it gets, I still want real humans reading books to me when I'm painting. There's a couple of old books that just there's no way I'll ever get an audio version for it, and I would love to have a screen reader read it out for me, but screen readers and EPUBs are notoriously not friends, and because I use the library apps, they also are notoriously not friends. Your job will be replaced in 3 years, that's terrifying. So will all of mine probably, but you'll still see me sitting here toiling away because I can't stop myself, whether I'm relevant or not. Whether people pay me in 3 years is completely different, but, you know, I'll still be here whether the people pay me or not. I'll just be very sad and doing some sort of day job I hate. The ever-present threat of, but when do I stop and get a real job? Instead of trying to pursue all of this that I love. I really hope I don't have to. But yes, but that's because you have a hacked Kindle, no matter what. But yeah, getting it to read out EPUBs to you? Do Kindles do that? Because my problem is I need my eyes for painting and stuff, so this is why I am audiobook dependent. But I have my Libby membership to 5 different libraries for that reason. Because yes, if anyone doesn't know, Australian libraries, at least, you can be a member even if you don't live locally, and you can join as many libraries as you like, and they have audiobooks and EPUBs on Libby and BorrowBox. They're 2 of their app functions, and Libby I use probably because I started with it the most, but I love it because I can just completely bookmark 400 billion books, and then when they're available I borrow them, and then I can churn through them and tag them all, and I've got my folder of, you know, comfort reads and trashy romance reads and fantasy ones and more serious ones, books that made me cry that I didn't want to cry, and now I hate the book because I didn't want to do emotions and then they tricked me into it. All those sort of things. Okay. Alright, I'm liking the face planes a lot more now. Gotta fix the nose a little bit. Getting there. I've got to stop lightening this part of the face. It's meant to be really dark. And just force myself to keep it dark. and keep everything really soft. Good, there's a little bit of hair there. Stops the neck looking too much. I don't have a Kindle, so that's not helpful, but hacking them is easy. But I'm glad it works for you, that's good too. Considering you've done that to most of your devices just through sheer why not, that's very on trend for you. EPUBs are an issue because in Libby, because they're inside the app, my screen readers don't want to read it out loud. Something to do with how they're presented in the app is like blocked from the screen reader reading it out loud. Yeah, that's my problem. Because I don't download it from the app, it just sort of exists on my phone, locked. Get good then. Well, I'm focusing on getting good at painting first. So give me another 40 years to do that. And after that, I'll learn how to do things. Hire a person to read it to you. Hey, if I could afford to hire someone to just sit in the studio and read to me, I totally would. If you're ever volunteering your services, you're welcome to. That being said, you get no choice about what the book is. I get to choose the book. And as someone who is an actor, I expect a nice, you know, well-emoted presentation. Alright, let's get this bow happening in the hair. Am I avoiding the eyes now? Yes, yes I am. My progeny, unfortunately, is telling me that she can't read, even though I can put her in front of a word and she will read it out to me. So it's a fun little mind game at the moment of, I don't want Mum to stop reading to me, so I'm going to say I can't read, even though, like, honestly, I shouldn't be expecting reading yet, 3.5 and all, but I definitely know she knows some words. And she's enjoying the educational posters I got from Officeworks when they were all discontinued for 50 cents each, which are about doing different, like, sounding out pairings of letters. So that's quite fun. Yes, she did lose some face and then gain some face, so the eyes have disappeared and reappeared twice. Sorry about that. But we're getting there, I'm happier with the structure of the face now, and the lips. I'm just putting in where the bow is going, which looks like some sort of bird on her head, but we'll add back in the negative space and that will help a lot. Also, Comma Waffle has volunteered to sit in the studio and read books to us, Ree, so that we can listen to real life in-person audiobooks. So next time you're free to come into the studio, I'll call in that favour. And we can both get a dramatic reading of a book of our choosing. Because that was my one condition, is that we get to choose the book. Or I get to choose the book. I will take, advice if you want to choose. It is. And that's true. Honestly, just start doing it on YouTube, because the amount of people who do it for kids, like just reading kids' books, and probably make a lot of YouTube monies on it, they just read kids' books. That's the whole thing. I can even provide the kid books. Well, that's gonna get you YouTube, shunned, if you can only do monster erotica. And I agree, piffing popcorn at him while he's reading is a good way to press pause. That will work quite well. Good systems. I think I haven't left enough room for how big her hair actually is, so now I'm going to have to fudge it. Her hair is a lot bigger than I thought it was. Darn 1700s. Hairstyles. It's huge. Yeah, the softcore stuff. Also, Comma Waffle Endless Dungeon was so good. You would have enjoyed it if you decided to come, but you didn't, so that's up to you. It was so good. Tusk Love, that's very mainstream. Did they actually ever come up with an official Tusk Love, or was it just, like, the fan-made version? Ooh, you do the noises. Do you do it like Foley style, where you've got like props around you to do the noises, or is it all just mouth made? Sorry, YouTube, we're getting into very weird conversation now. But it makes sense, it's late night streaming. Seeing as we're coming up on 1 AM now, I should stop at 1 AM. Alright, that's my time limit. I've got 20 minutes left, and then I will need to stop. Because I am primary parent in the morning. You're all the prop you need. Uh-huh. That's getting a bit better. You don't read romantasy, but it's all you'll read aloud. Fair enough. I'll take it. Did you read, coffee one? What's the coffee one? It's really cute. Legends and Lattes, and the other one. Bookshops and Bone Dust. Did you read those, Comma Waffle? They're adorable. The new one's coming out soon. And how good... Did you listen to the audiobook? Because Travis Baldry... Is it Travis Baldry? The writer. He's an amazing voice artist. He's so good. Like, you can tell he's a DM. So good at retaining his voices. Yeah, there's a new one coming. It's coming very soon, I believe. It is called Bread, Knives, and Something, I believe. You've only read one romantasy spicy book and it was terrible? Okay, Ree, you need to get onto one of my sisters. You know them both, I believe, on Instagram and that, and just ask them for a recommendation list and they will set you right up for the next 2 years. They know many. Or if you need one straight away, Ali Hazelwood Bride is the one they keep telling me to read. I haven't read it yet, but it is a very good one.
Yeah, Ellie Hazelwood Bride. It's a vampire one. That one is apparently very good. But, yeah. What do you mean, what kind? No, vampires. Yes. Look it up. Ali Hazelwood, like A-L-I, Hazelwood. The first Ali Hazelwood I read is apparently originally fanfic of Kylo Ren and Rey, which, when you look at the cover art, totally tracks. But it was like scientist and research scientist, or like, what do they call it? Grad student? Romancy. But yeah, tall, brooding, dark haired, hates everyone. Apparently he's very mean. He was just Kylo Ren from the start. So in my head, it was Adam Driver and Anna Kendrick before I knew about the fanfic thing. Common Waffle, you're just making it up though. Also, Ree, you can message him privately. Because I don't know how long the chat logs stay up. I forget. Kraken? Been done to death. But he's your man for that. I once custom painted an octopus on his DS case. As you do. She still looks sarcastic, but I'm giving into it. It's fine. I've got 15 minutes left before I've got to log off. I can do this. 15 minutes. Treasure of the Abyss. Is she the treasure, or is he? Calling yourself an innocent romantic with this man. He's gonna find you weird stuff. Bride of the Kraken. Stalked by the Kraken. Are you just Googling Kraken books? I'm sure they probably are. Rule of the internet. If you speak it into the ether, it will exist somewhere. Worst part is, though, now it will exist AI somewhere, so it'll be awful drivel. That part of it, generative AI has ruined Rule 34 of the internet? Or is Rule 34 the one that if you speak it out loud, then there is definitely dirty adult stuff of it somewhere? Oh, these are actual books. Cool. That you've read. Hooray. And yes, I know you know stuff. I never implied you didn't. Ree was the one who said she was an innocent romantic. Mm-hmm. We've got some hardcore eye highlights happening. So is she gonna look sweet? Oh, how did I end up with all that green on my hand? There. That's how it dripped. God, I really regret opening that tube of green earlier. What is it? Chrome oxide green light. Ugh. And I didn't wear my barrier cream. Silly. Ree, why don't you ask Sloane? Sloane would know some good ones, probably. I know Sloane reads a lot of, like, other stuff as well, but I feel like she might know some good stuff. Probably less in the fantasy, though. I'm not sure. We have discussed many weird books. It's like you're not even here. Why? I'm allowed to recommend more people than yourself. You are one font of knowledge. Going for diversity of approaches here. But Ree, you've got your book club assignment now. You've got to read one of those books mentioned above by Liz's next live stream. It could be a week from now, it could be a year from now. Good luck with your mission. You read one and it's so you're curious if there's good ones. It's definitely good ones or the genre would not survive. Surely Goodreads would have like a list of verified good ones. That's like their whole shtick. Oh, we're getting close with this face. I'm reasonably happy with it. It's just so much tiny detail in one tiny spot. Oh. I keep losing my eyebrows. Let's bring them back again. Because they are pretty well defined. Oh, Court of Thorns and Roses, I can never be... I look at just the time it would take to read those, and that's enough to put me off. They're just too much. Cannot commit. I believe both my sisters did, but it was a slog. I am not patient for a slog. I did something weird to the eye. Dang it. It's like there's no value difference at all between the bottom of the eye and the bottom of the eyelid. And then it gets darker only in the bag under the eye. Ah, tricky, tricky, tricky. Well, that looks better. Okay, maybe I just needed to bring that up. What, in the what pad? I've got 9 minutes left. Ah! Rain and Ruin by J.D. Evans. That does ring a bell. That does ring a bell. I don't know who's mentioned it to me. That would be really fun if we could integrate like a book club with painting live stream. You guys all read a book and then you spend live stream telling me about it. Or, Comma Waffle, you read some of the book out loud so that I can make guesses about it. And you tell me I'm wrong. While I paint something. Gotta do something with my hands or I'll get bored. That sounds like fun. Well, make yourself available when I make myself available to stream. Not D&D night, obviously. I'm not sure if it can, simply because I do want to retain the YouTube videos. It's a bird in the yard. Hello. How are you? I think if you went like softcore, that would be fine. Although it would be hilarious to try and hear you like censor in the moment schmoot books. That would be very fun. Finding ways to say it that are both Twitch and YouTube appropriate. No, that's not one of my colours. Don't pick that up. I'm good. I've had a lot of fun doing one of my custom colour cube cards from my Sarah Renee Clark colour cube. This was a picture of succulents underneath this little custom painting. And I have taken the colour palette from the succulents and changed it into a lovely little master study of Elizabeth Louise Vigée-Lebrun, her painting called Madame Grande. Or at least a little bit of the painting, because it is a big painting, and this card does not have that much space on it. No worries, Comma Waffle. See you later. Thank you for the chats. What have you been up to, Bart? To be fair, she kind of gave up on guessing pretty quick. Comma Waffle. She's probably doing stuff. Yeah. Glad you're being nice in chat. So I gave myself a 1 AM deadline. That is 5 minutes for me to try and finish this. At least drapery, like this ribbon in her hair, is pretty fast. You can just do chunks of highlight. And it's fun. All about that drapery. There we go. Ribbon in here. Done. 3 brush strokes. You're painting! Yay! Good job, Ray, being productive. Perform magic by making big painting into small painting, not a whole lot. Oh, you're watching dumb shows with chat and watch horror movies on your own. Yeah, fair enough. That's fun though. Well done, Bad. These two are trying to guess a musical. I'm guessing a musical, not a play, but I'm not helpful either because I have the answer in my phone that I am not looking at until after stream. I have 3 minutes to finish this. What do I need to finish the most? Probably the hair and the far eye, eh? I could totally do this painting for another 2 hours, but I shouldn't, because it is a small fun painting, not a big important painting, and that is why I should limit myself. Last time I did a portrait on one of these color cards, I did probably spend 3 to 4 hours on it. But I really like it, so this is what I do to myself sometimes. I enjoy it though. Oh, that feels good. The eye to cheek transition, that helped a lot. Okay. I'm just gonna get this eye working. Less contrast. Yes. More eyebrow. 2 minutes. That temple to sort of disappear into the hairline a little bit, so the highlight stays in the middle of the forehead. I need that highlight to come over. Madame Small. You're talking about the painting. There. Madame Grand is correct. With no E on the end. Alright, how are we looking? 1 minute to go. Just need some highlights. And over there. Oh, and that's time. Ooh. Where's that little fuzzy brush? She's pretty cute. I'm pretty happy with her. Again, I could totally spend more time on her, but I shouldn't. Because I need to be awake in the morning. When the toddler is awake. And my night filter just turned on, so now all the colors are awful. Hooray! A woman of leisure who loves really awful taxidermy. Yeah, I'll take that. She has a soft spot for the trade, particularly those who fail at the trade. And so she collects the ones that are moth-eaten, have weird eyes, and gimpy legs, so that she may fill her house like a museum. On the cheap. And I forgot to do the ribbon at the bottom, so I'm just going to quickly do that. Oh, the night filter's getting worse. There we go, that'll do. Oh, tiny bit of dark in the eyes. And tiny bit there. At the corners of the mouth. Oh, I lost my dimple. That's a bit better. Oh, the night filter is horrible looking on my screen now. Alright, I'm stopping. That's good that I have that. It forces me to stop. Yay! I'm so happy with that. Alright, I'm going to start painting. Come on, you two. You got to finish your guessing game if I'm going to finish the stream. Alright. Thank you both for joining me and chatting so much. And thank you everyone on YouTube for joining as well. It's been super lovely. And I'm hoping maybe one afternoon fixing overlays or making my overlays will be enough that my next stream will look a bit prettier. I'm glad that the lav mic works. That's really good. And yeah, in a couple of days we'll know what's happening with these new color cubes, which will be really fun to know. And then yeah, I am basically going to put up a YouTube video about me painting these custom color cards maybe next week. So you can see the other two cards I've done for that video. This will be the third one. That I know I shouldn't still be touching, but I just wanted to do one little bit to fix the eye. One little bit. Just a little tiny wafer. There we go. Yeah. But it's been really nice hanging out. I'm hopeful that the easier it gets to just set up stream quickly and go for it means I can get back to hopefully some sort of regularity. And yeah, between now and the end of the year, let's try and get monetized on YouTube with watch hours. But I really appreciate all the Twitch people here as well, because Twitch is fun. I should look at the answer. I don't know if I can do any good about clues. I know you'd love to do Clue one day. I would love to watch you in Clue. I would love for you to be the butler. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know that one. Sounds like an album, though. That sounds cool. I like the idea of your role. Also, hell yeah. Your voice is made for that. Cool, I can see it for my birthday. It is going to be on in my birthday month. They do all do. Yes, you're right. Yeah, Ree, I don't know if you know the show or not. It is definitely not one of the obvious goes around and around ones, because it is new. So, that's all I can do to provide assistance. Hooray. Yeah, I think everything's running out of power. Alright, that or the weather's finally getting to the technology. One of the two. Alright, thank you guys so much for coming. And I will hopefully see you soon. Alright, night. I'm going to cut your conversation now. I'm sorry. It does go around and around and around. Like some sort of weather event. I signed off and said bye. Why am I still touching this painting? And this is again where I need a Liz stop touching it button. As terrible as that sounds. So hard to stop. Alright, I'm stopping there. I like it. Alright. Good night, you guys. Mwah. Bye.